There we go. What is going on, YouTube? We are back with episode 6 of the Fall Cut. We're weighing it at about 193, shooting for 190 by this weekend. As you can see from the title of the video, we're talking about some tips on how to grow your back. The lats specifically what I do and what works for me. And I'm gonna even include, of course, a segment of me working out. And those tips and everything I'll be talking about at the end of the video. But before we even continue on, let's do the verse of the day. We'll be looking in 2 Corinthians 12:9. But he said to me, my grace is sufficient for you, for my power is perfected in weakness. Therefore, I'll most gladly boast all the more about my weaknesses, so that Christ's power may reside in me. Don't be afraid to feel weak. Don't be afraid to seek God and seek that strength when you feel like you don't have the strength on your own to really handle what you're facing. A lot of times we get in places where we feel like things are, out of our control, not our power, but you got to realize these things are in God's control. So God wants you, especially when you feel weak. It's easy, to be thankful and grateful and you feel like you're close to God when things are going great. But when things are, what I'm saying, not as good as you want them to be, or you feel like you're struggling, those are the times that God, really wants you to seek him and rely on him and depend on him. But without further ado, we're gonna get into the workout, and then afterwards, I'm just gonna talk about some exercises I like, some tips and pointers, and yeah, that's about it. See you guys after the workout. go. Workout complete. As promised, I'm gonna give you guys some tips that I feel like could help you trying to grow, if you're trying to grow your back or your lats at all. Yeah, just some things that helped me and things I wish I would have known when I was first getting started. Keep in mind, you know what I'm saying, I don't have the craziest lats, but as you can see from the thumbnail, I know a thing or two, and I've had some experience in the gym. So it's gonna be three things, right? First off, whatever kind of pull day or back day you have, make sure you have a horizontal and vertical movement. So for vertical, that means like lat prayers, lat pull downs. My favorite is pull-ups. Pull-ups are great for growing your back. Make sure you're just focusing on a slow eccentric, fast concentric at the top, slowing down, nice controlled. Um, Make sure you have those. Two, make sure you have good form when you're doing these things, right? I see a lot of people when they're training their back, they're like, they say they can't feel it, or they feel like they don't understand why their back can't grow. Maybe it's your form, right? When I see people on, like, for example, using the cable rolls, they'll have the cable rolls and it's like they're trying to speed run the set. What you want to do is you want to make sure you're getting a nice deep stretch and coming all the way back. So focus on just good form and tempo. So we got the horizontal vertical movement, we have good form, and third, I would say would be training till failure and progressively overloading. My tips aren't anything new for a lot of you, but for some of you guys who might be beginners, I feel like that is something that people underestimate a lot. Failure means until you just can't go anymore. You know, uh, so that means like your last rep, you should be struggling pretty much. You should be pushing yourself. If you want to grow, you got to push yourself. Don't stop. If you have a routine, right, it says like 3 sets of 12, and you do 3 sets of 12 easily, and you feel like, man, I could have did 5 or 6 more. You need to go up in weight, and you need to go harder. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't stay stagnant. If you know you could do more, do more. You got to push your lights and push your back till failure. And an additional bonus tip, something that for me worked in my experience, was I used to have a hard time kind of feeling my lats when I trained them, and you really want to focus on getting that mind muscle connection. So something that helped me was going to my lat pull up uh assist machine and putting it to a weight where I could do like 15 to 20 reps, repping it out, and then starting my back day. And I felt way better in terms of like the contractions and everything and all my movements. So try that out. But that is it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.